Hello guys, so today I'll be teaching you guys a few basic things that you guys need to know as a civil engineer. So let me start now. So first of all, you should know the foundation basics. That is, depth of the footing should be 1 meter for normal residential building. That means that these foundation depth is right, whatever the foundation depth you guys see, normally it should be 1 meter. No, that is what they are trying to tell. And the minimum size of the footing. Footing means whatever the size you can see here. It will be like this. The footing will be like this, somewhat like this. And it should be 600 into 600 mm. So that is a minimum size. Then DPC thickness should be less than 2.5. Shouldn't be less than 2.5. And the minimum of M15. What that means is there is something called as DPC that we provide at above the plinth area, and sometimes even to the brick areas. So that DPC is there, right? Damp proof course. So that is very important when it comes to resisting of this thing, like the water. That water shouldn't go to the penetrate to the top wall level. So that is the reason we give DPC. So that is the thing. Next is maximum free fall of concrete. That is 1.5 meter. What happens is you pour concrete from your example, you're pouring concrete, and imagine if the height is more than 1.5, there will be segregation, so there will be a lot of problems that will come raise if it is more than 1.5 meters. So remember that. So whatever it is, let us keep it in 1.5, below 1.5 itself. So that is the thing. So that is the reason they have given max free fall. Then, what does dead load mean? So that is self weight of the structure. So whatever the structure is, maybe this is if this is a slab, if you calculate the width, height, and the length, and you multiply everything with the density, you get the self weight. So that is called as self weight. Dead load means self weight. Then density of the cement. This is 1440. So this is a cement density. So just remember this. Next, water cement ratio depends upon the strength of the decides the strength of the concrete. Yes, that is true, because water cement ratio is a very important ratio when it comes to the strength. So when it comes to M20, they'll be giving it in the they have mentioned it in IS 456. So please look at it. IS 456 for M20, M15 for everything. They have mentioned what kind of water ratio, cement ratio we should provide. This is the thing. Next is brickwork essentials. So normal brick size is 19 into 9 into 4 centimeters, 19 into 9 into 9 centimeters. So these are the two sizes, normal sizes that we use in the industries. Compressive strength of the brick is 7.5 Newton per mm square. That means the strength of the brick, if you are going to compress it, if you're adding a load in it, like adding a load to it using compression, you will have a strength of 7.5. Next, water absorption ratio should be less than 50%. So that is the reason what whenever we use bricks, we normally dip it into water for certain time. So why? Because the point is the cement, I mean water absorption ratio should be less than 15%, and once you add the water in the, I mean brick into the water, once it absorbs the water, then when you lay the brick, it won't absorb the mortar water. So that is the reason we dip it in water, and it should be always less than 15%. Remember that. Number of bricks required for 1 meter cube. That means for every 1 meter length, I mean 1 meter length, 1 meter height, and 1 meter width. So 550 is the same. I mean bricks required. So normally what happens is when it comes to brick, we consider to be this is length, this to be height, and width to be this one. So we omit this area. So normally it is like L into B. So that is how it's going to work. So it is like this thing we take it at around whatever the width it is. So that is how it is going to work. Like, yeah, that is how it is going to work. Like 9 centimeter, whatever it is there. It is a width. We take that as a consideration. So that is how it is. Next is cement concrete handling. Cement should be yeah, more than 3 months it should not be used because see the cement bag whatever is there, no, you should always check the date out. You should be very careful when the date shouldn't be crossing 3 months. Then weight of one cement bag is 50 kilogram. Volume of one cement bag is 1.5 CFT or 0.0347 meter cube. Curing of concrete should be less than should not be less than 7 days or can go up. See what happens normally is we always consider it to be 28 days, but these days what happens people go with 14 days and sometimes 21 days. So that is how it 21. Sorry about my handwriting. 21 days. So that is how it works in the industry because they want the work to be faster. Yeah, we should powder. Yeah, what happens is when there is a slab area concreted on that day after the concreting is done, we fill that with powdered cement. We so that we can fill the voids. I mean, slab. What happens is once the uh, slab is casted, we have some time rest. Like once the concrete is done, we have a bit time, right? At that point of time, at last we powder it so that the voids will be filled. So yeah, in industry, you'll understand why we do it. So to fill the voids. Okay. Next, structural element dimensions. So lintel depth minimum should be 150 mm. So what happens? Lintel is used for the door area. So imagine this to be a door, and to the top we are using the lintel. So it should be always minimum, like minimum starting should be 150 mm. So remember that. Minimum thickness of the slab. So whatever the slab you see here, right? It should be 0.125. That is, yeah, remember that. So minimum size of the column should be starting from 230 to 30. So this is a normal size that we consider. So remember that. Next, kitchen, bath, and staircase. Height of the kitchen, the normal building height, whatever you see, no? It is like 3 meter. That's a normal thing. Then the slope, whatever you see, the staircase slope is there, right? We consider this to be 25 to 40 degrees. This is very important because the too much steep it is very dangerous. People will fall. Minimum width of the stair, that means this one, it should be 600 mm. Minimum rise is this one. Remember that rise and thread. Minimum should be 150 to 200. 200 is too much. We will always go with 150. Stair thread, that is this one. We go with 250 to 300. Next is reinforcement detailing basics. So one hook length. What is hook? The hook, whatever you see, no, this one, and at last there is something like this coming. The hook length should be 9 into that is 9 into the diameter 8 mm, something like that. LD is development length should be more than 12D. Development length normally we provide it at the junctions. What happens if there is a beam like this? We give it like this. This is how it works. So like this and even this. So this is how it is. So development length will be provided. This is the development length LD. Okay. Next is unit weight of the steel. Formula we use is d square by 162. So this is very important formula whenever you want to calculate the unit weight of the steel. Lapping length should not be provided for bars more than 36 mm. So what happens is whenever you want to lapping is like joining one steel to the other steel reinforcement. So normally for 36 mm we are not going to do the lapping. Instead we are going with something called as what you call joist. So that is what it is like. So we use sorry, not joist. We use couplers. So couplers will be used. So couplers will be like this. So we connect one reinforcement to the other reinforcement using this joist. So that is how it works. Next, electrical conduits shall not run in yeah, normally what happens is I've seen a lot of sites where people cut this column out and they'll just put the conduits, electrical conduits, or else they'll place the electrical conduits to the columns. So that is fine, that is at least fine. Whenever you're constructing a building or something like that, you can place I mean, before the concreting is done, we can place this electrical conduits. But people, what they do is once it is constructed, then they demolish it and they'll place the electrical conduit. That is not recommended. Please remember that. Center to center, yeah, CC means center to center distance. Please remember that. Then M20 grade concrete is used in slab. Normally, that is the minimum thing that we start with. Usually, these days, people go with M25. You can go with M20. Then powder cement after casting slab. Yeah, I've explained that just before, right? So this is how it works. So these are the important things that you guys need to know. If you have any doubt, please let me know. I mean, please comment in the comment section. And if you want more videos like this, please do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.